location, but they're not going to give you names right off the bat, because it's the same thing when we lose a brother or sister downrange. All communications goes black so that the family can be notified properly, as opposed to CNN being giant, massive douche holes and pointing that out to the entire world before the family even fucking finds out. So
that's true.
It's kind of like giving information, but super vague, so they don't have to give any details. Misconduct, that could be a slew of different things. I mean, was it professional misconduct? Was it subordinate misconduct? Sexual misconduct? Medical misconduct? I mean, there's so many things that they could label it as far as... now, the statute itself might just say misconduct, but it's more of a characteristic, or like a group of actions or characteristics that you're doing to cause that misconduct. The misconduct itself could be fucking anything. I mean, it's crazy.
It could be.
So basically, what we're saying here is some GI went in to get rotted off the range. The next thing you know, he's fucking dead. That could have happened. We don't know. It's so vague.
I don't know if they put death under misconduct, but
I'm just saying. It could be something crazy. We don't know. It's too vague. So if you're on Fort Gordon, do not go to that hospital. Go get rotted off the range like everyone else at a clinic off post, so nobody finds out about it in your chain of command. Eric's lawyered. That's fucked up. But anyway. Oh, so that brings us into our next topic. Misconduct. We hear that so much in the military. Hell, a few of us had Article 15s for it. Misconduct is so general, so vague. Everything in the military, it seems that when it comes to a punishment, is vague. We're investigating misconduct. It was never vague when we were in. If you had one of your soldiers that did something wrong, did you just label it under misconduct, give him a piece of paper, you smoke the fucking shit out of him. This is what you did. This is the consequences. Now fucking suck it up and drive on, motherfucker. Label it misconduct. Fucking crazy ass shit. But speaking of crazy ass shit, you guys heard that Afghan pilots now are using laser guided bombs / missiles?
Can they even spell laser?
You know, I just wonder.
Bombs or missiles? Well, we know they can spell bombs.
We know they can spell bombs. You know, but I just really wonder what we're thinking. You know, what our military advisors are thinking, what NATO is thinking. Every time we have done this and we have taught the Afghan people something new, they turn around and use it against us. At first, we taught them how to use RPGs and missiles to fight off the Russians. You know, turn the page, and we have what we have now. But now we're giving these motherfuckers laser-guided missiles. I just can already see the backlash from that. That's going to be fucking shitty, man. You ain't worried about a motherfucker with an RPG or setting up a fucking, setting up an IED anymore. Now they got laser fucking guided missiles. You get one rogue motherfucker up there in a jet and it's fucking over. That would be a shitty day. That really would. I just don't know what the fuck we're thinking with that shit. I just don't. Any thoughts on that, country?
I think we need to stop giving away our fucking secrets and just teach them basic hand-to-hand combat and leave it at that.
What about you, Garrett? What do you think?
I mean, I've never been a big fan of us giving weapons to people who use them against us. Call me crazy, but when someone attempts to break into my house, I don't give them my fucking gun. Doesn't make any sense. Having said that, I've always looked at the relationship between the United States and Afghanistan, Iraq, the countries that were training their military, quote unquote. I've always looked at that relationship pretty much correlated to the relationship of a great, classic, legendary Saturday morning cartoon, Pinky and the Brain. Because you look at it, think about it. You look at it, and the U.S. is Pinky. We're the brains. We've got all the money. We've got all the resources to get everything. We've got all the training. And then Afghanistan, Pinky, he is... they're just kind of like the dumb redheaded step cousins that we give shit like Roman candles, and they just fucking point it everywhere and shoot at the sky and not know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, this is true. I mean, personally, I'm a fan of just using the bombs against them. You know what I mean? Just keep dropping MOABs. I really like that shit. I enjoyed the news.
That's a good, a better, more effective way to give them munitions.
It is.
Airdrop.
Just airdrop them on them motherfuckers. And you know what I mean? If you want to throw in some midgets, throw in some fucking midgets. They would have fun with midgets.
You don't even have to spend money. There's a 19-year-old Air Force kid somewhere in Nevada with a hard-on thinking about pulling the trigger on a fucking Predator drone attack. I'm
telling you. Let them do it. And maybe even, once again, drop off some midgets. That'll at least entertain the motherfuckers for a little while. Well, what is that motherfucker right there? It's all small like.
Bombs and we drop them.
That's even better. That's even better. Look, it's a little flying small person. Boom. To keep their attention. Captive audience. That'd be pretty dope. We should do that. We should really look into that.
We can call them little people bombs, because we want to be PC and all.
Well, dude, I don't know if y'all guys saw that either. You were just talking about Pinky in the Brain, Do you guys ever remember waking up back in the day when people used to read the newspaper still, and you see the little, everybody be kind of fighting, trying to get the comic strips and everything? Had the military comic Beetle Bailey. You guys ever read that one? Yeah, did you see Mark Gordon, the creator of that, just died? He was 94 years old. He just died. I used to love reading that shit. It was something nice to keep in your shitter. You know what I mean? You're taking a shit, want something educational, just pull out the fucking funnies.
I keep a couple hustlers, but to each his own.
You were keeping hustlers in your parents' house when you were a teenager.
They're the little people editions because I like political correctness.
Oh, you do. Just saying, knowing your parents and how strict Christians they were. I just don't see you having hustlers in that house, Garrett. I don't see it. But then again, you did bring alcohol into the zoo using your lunchbox or backpack. So that's neither here nor there.
To be fair, that was several weeks before she turned 2, though.
It's still your little girl's bottle.
Oh well, fuck it. I used my kid to bring alcohol to a zoo. You're damn right, and it was tasty as fuck.
And cheaper than buying alcohol in said zoo. That's for damn sure.
Oh, yeah.
Do they even sell alcohol in zoos?
Or you could be like mom.
Beer.
Or you can be sorry. Or you can be like Jade, my co-host on the morning show, and stuff about 45 mini bottles inside your big ass purse and sneak to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Fuck the bathroom. If you already got them in, I'd be walking around just drinking them. Yeah, I'd go as far as to give some to the monkeys.
Yeah, sir, you can't have that in. Your front door and let me in with it. You can eat shit.
Yeah. And it only says do not feed the animals. It never said anything about giving them a little small bottle of Hennessy. You know what I mean? It's a true story. It's a true story. Well, anytime you have weekends like the weekend that was here for us, it was a very, very rainy weekend. I don't know how it was where you were at. Was it raining where you were at there, country?
It sprinkled a little bit. It's overcast, but it ain't nothing fucking horrible. Yeah.
See, these are the weekends when you live in the barracks that you have to have a little ingenuity. Because if you're a mid-careerist and you're still in the barracks, because you're still single and you're smart, well then you know that you have to come up with something new to keep yourself entertained in the barracks. You don't just want to sit there and watch TV, even though the fucking X Games are on. You know what I mean? That X Games, that's the shit. And you got the Pro Bowl this weekend. So everybody's out drinking, watching that. But if you're in the barracks, you gotta have some creativity. You can't get in trouble either. So we're gonna call this category, if you will, creative thoughts. See what I did there? So creative, right? Oh yeah, I thought y'all would like that. Oh, creative thoughts. It took me a long time to think of that too, by the way. Just saying. Creative thoughts though for the barracks. So Garrett, I know you didn't spend much time in the barracks, but you have seen creativity in the barracks. You've seen. So give us some ideas for creativity in the barracks.
Well, I have seen a lot, but I'll actually throw this back to me. One of my situations obviously wasn't in the barracks, but on rainy days like today, you gotta kind of stay inside. Nobody really wants to go outside, so you got to think about what you want to do at the house. And sometimes you just don't want to do what you have to do at the house, so you got to come up with something new. So when we were up in Fort Drum, one of the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, that it was just snowing non-fucking stop. You couldn't go anywhere. It was white out. It's fucking horrible. So you're basically snowed in your house. Well, I was smart enough to be one of the few to look at the weather before, so I knew this thing was coming. So I fucking stocked up on beer, liquor, steak, potatoes, bacon, a whole bunch of shit. Well, my back door had already been snowed in. So I got so much food, I filled up my fridge and my freezer. I had nowhere to put like half a fridge worth of food. So I just opened the back door. It was now a wall of snow. Start digging out little shelves and shoving food in there. Close the door. I'm good to go.
Creativity. You can do a lot with the snow. People don't think about it, you know? So a lot of times when you're stuck, especially in those areas where it does get a lot of snow, I've been in that situation where I've been snowed in. And, you know, I would do the same thing, but I would use it for beer. Because I would stock so much beer in the refrigerator, you know what I mean, that I'd need more places to stock beer. So you could, once again, if you were snowed in, had a barracks window snowed in, just open it and shove your beers through. Because if you're like me, you never kept a screen in it because you never know when you have to duck out of it.
Amen.
You know? I'm telling you, hey, sometimes that's the best way. Just leave out the window. I don't know what happened to the barracks. I was gone. I'm just getting back. See the Burger King in my hand? But, you know, something like that.
No, sir, I did not know that was the Sergeant Major's daughter.
Ah, yes. But you see the Burger King in my hand? That's where I was. Burger King, saving fucking enlisted men.
Why does Sergeant Jindro keep going to Walmart with all these chicks? What the hell's going on?
Hey. Okay, one, don't give away all my secrets. But I'm sure by now you guys have all seen, you know, from the TV show How I Met Your Mother, you know, the guy that played Barney Stinson, he wrote all the books and everything else. And you can actually buy them, like the Playbook and the Bro Code. You know, I actually do have copies of both of those. I thought they were fucking hilarious. You know, almost like a Tucker Max book. But, you know, I'm thinking we should make our own book. Instead of the Playbook, you know, everyone talks about how to pick people up. You know, how to pick up a guy, how to pick up a girl, how to pick up a midget, you know, but they never talk about how to get rid of them. I'm telling you, I think we're on to gold right there.
I think you may be right.
I'm just saying, sometimes people need that in their life. They need a physical book that they can reference to say, oh my gosh, she's been here for 2 days, she's eating all my food, she ain't leaving, how do I get rid of her? How do I do it? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you see the Walmart trick. Oh shit, I gotta go to Walmart anyway. This might work. You know what I mean?
That was an epic fucking. That was an epic story. I'm definitely gonna have to use that one day. I'm sure there are cases to be arise.
The circumstances have to be right for the Walmart stop to work. They do.
Either really cold or really hot.
Exactly. You can't get to the middle of the parking lot and be like, oh man, I forgot my wallet. I'll be right back. Oh, no, I'm going to follow you. I'll come with you. Ah, motherfucker. See, then it fucks you all up. Then you got to find the Walmart bathroom trick because nobody wants to use the bathroom at Walmart, so they already know it might take you a little bit of time.
Oh, I got you on this, though.
Go ahead.
Because a lot of people know I have a background certified jeweler. So here you go. Even if the conditions are perfect and you cannot for the life of you think about how to get out of that Walmart on your own, you can use the wallet trick just like you use in every other one. But first, you take that nice, young, respectable Christian lady that you just smashed the night before and you still don't know her name. Take her over to the jewelry section. Start looking at a couple of necklaces and bracelets, and you reach in and you're like, oh, forgot my wallet, baby. Keep looking. I'm going to go get my wallet real quick. They will leave that fucking jewelry store for 4 goddamn days.
That's true.
Yep, 24/7.
And we call that the jewelry store drop-off. The jewelry store diversion. I like that. Jewelry counter. You know, that's a good one. See what I'm talking about, Garrett? We should write a book. We should write a book about this. And old Sean Antonio is with us. Sean Antonio, dude. Long time no see. This dude is doing some really good stuff. If you guys haven't heard of Sean Antonio or his mission right now, he's actually traveling, and he's fighting to combat veteran homelessness. So very, very cool mission, you know, so we definitely applaud you for that, Sean. And Sean has been through the ringer himself. I used to work with Sean a couple years back. I was actually right before my first son, Blake, was born. And just a really badass guy, and he's had his own trials, and he's a cancer survivor. So kudos, dude, for